Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Bob Cargill. I'm president of the Greater Framingham Running Club, and we have our 14th annual Busa Bushwhack Trail Race coming up. And I happen to be here this morning on the course, the Busa Bushwhack course, with Mr. Rich Busa himself. He's holding the camera. He's going to hand the camera over to me. I'm going to show you Rich. There he is. And Rich, I'm going to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. By the way, folks, Rich is 87 years young, and Rich is a legendary runner. And all of us in the Greater Framingham Running Club are honored to have Rich as a member of our club, and we can't wait for the Busa Bushwhack race this year, Rich. But we are on the trail, and you were telling me a little story about the pile of rocks here on the trail. Can you tell that story to everyone who's watching?
Yeah, I used to use this hill to train from Mount Washington. I used to do repeats, going up and way over and around and back and up, and I would just, repeat that. And when I started, I took like 5 sticks, and each time I did a thing, I put the stick down, and then I decided to do 10. So I got 10 sticks, and then I noticed there was a depression here, and I said, oh, I'll pick up rocks and I'll put the rocks in there and eventually build a pile of rocks. So that's what I ended
How
up
long
doing.
ago was that, Rich? And let's see if the rocks are still there. When was the last time you made that little pile of rocks?
Wow.
This,
Well, when I'm running in here, I still do it.
let's
But
see.
I'm trying to think of the last time I did Mount Washington. It was in 2000 something. I don't know.
Let's look at the pile of rocks, see if they're still there under the leaves. Look at that. That is amazing. That is the official Rich
Yeah,
Busa pile of rocks.
I've always thought I wanted to turn around and dig them up and count them.
Isn't that amazing?
Because that goes way down. It's a big depression.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So, folks, you are looking at the authentic pile of rocks Rich Busa has accumulated over the years, and I believe we have a Busa Bushwhack logo. Someone told me recently, and I saw it with the rocks in the logo. Did you
Oh,
see
really?
that? Yeah,
No,
there's a
no.
version of the Busa Bushwhack
Oh,
logo
wow.
that has that pile of rocks in it. And I think that's quite the story. And Rich, we are on, while we're at it, we are on Busa Hill.
Right.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
And tell us about Busa Hill, which is, we're at the foot of Busa Hill. Oop, yep. Tell us about the hill, because we're looking at it right here.
Yeah. I just happened to pick it up one day, and I went up and I said, gee, this is a good tough hill. And that's how I decided to use this for training.
And this hill has been named after you, Rich. And
Yeah.
it's part of the course.
It had another name. Somebody changed it.
I love that. And at what point in the Busa Bushwhack Trail Race is this? Do we know exactly, so we can tell people who are running the race where they'll come across this hill?
Yeah, it's on the way back.
So
Because you're going to be coming, I think coming from that direction.
Yep.
And then up here, down, and then up over Billy Goat across Redmonds.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's in the 10-mile version of the race, because there's a 5-mile
Yes,
or
right,
so
right,
version,
right.
and then the 10-mile version. This might be, I'm guessing, mile 6, 7
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, folks, where it's at, but it's a very steep hill, and it's named after Rich Busa. And this is Rich Busa we're talking to this morning. And thanks, Rich, for sharing the story of the rocks and a little bit about the Busa Hill.